For service, press 1. For Porsche service, press 3. Your call is being forwarded to a MyTel voicemail system.
Hi, I was calling. I just wanted to get a quote for a little bit of work done to my 996 turbo.
Okay.
I've done a lot of maintenance to it, but I didn't feel like tackling the coil packs and spark plugs myself. So I just wanted to get like a quote for new coil packs from you guys and to install them with new spark plugs.
Do you have the VIN of the car?
Yeah, give me 1 second. 203.
Let's see, I got 2001 on turbo.
Yep.
Plugs and coils on that turbo, about 2,300 plus packs. Looks like the whole, not the whole, but a good chunk of the rear of the car has to come off to access that. That's where a bulk of that cost comes from. Coils were $128 a piece.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, it's saved in here, so you just call me back. I can pull up those part numbers and VIN and get it over to part.
Oh, awesome. Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no problem.
All right. Bye-bye. $2,300 for spark plugs and coil packs? Holy freaking crap. We're going to do it ourselves. Actually, first, before that, I need to get in the garage with the car facing the right direction, up in the air. That's better. This is actually the first time I'm using the garage since its complete revamp, and I'm pretty excited. Everything is nice and clean and organized. That's going to change in the next few minutes, but that's all right. Still a much nicer place to work. Now, let's get to tearing this thing apart. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the rear wheels and the rear bumper. If you want to know why, well, let me explain. This isn't a simple coil and spark plug job like it is on a 4-cylinder Honda Civic. You got to remove a whole bunch of stuff to get access to the coils, and then even getting them out can be a pain. And as you heard in the beginning of the video, that's why it's quite expensive. But I think it's totally worth it to DIY at home, save yourself a bunch of money, and learn about your car in the process. So instead of $2,300 on this job, which a lot is labor, that's true, but I'm going to save a lot of money on coils as well by going with brand new coil packs from Rennline. These are only 45 bucks a piece, which comes out to $270, and these are actually better than OEM coils anyway. Now, along with that, are new spark plugs as well. I got the ones recommended by Marsky Tuning because, well, he's going to be doing some tuning on this car. I really do feel like I have so much more room in this garage, even though it's still small, still has low ceilings, but with it being organized, the new flooring, the new lighting, feels like a new place to work. So, let's get to work. And a huge shout out to these lightsavers. I'll have these linked below. If I didn't have these lights would literally be falling off the car. Of all the things I've done to this car, I've actually never had the intercoolers off, and you can tell they're clearly 100% stock. There we go. Now there's a little more room to the turbo. All right, now we just do it again on the other side. Should have grabbed the bigger tray. A lot of the parts are now out of the way and we can move on to the coils, but this is quite the messy job. Yikes. I will say, to my recollection, this looks like it has way more space and way more access to the coils than it did on my 997 turbo. These turbos seem smaller, more condensed. They're not variable valve turbos, so I think that's a big part of it. Hopefully that makes all of this go a lot easier, because it was kind of a nightmare on the 997. That took forever. Time to pull some more heat shields and then start yanking coils out of this thing. All right, so far so good. A couple leaves in there. Oh, what the heck is that? Some random seal or gasket from somewhere, oh boy. Right, anyway, I think somebody's been in here before, because that has different bolts than these ones. You got Torx and then you got Allen. And I'm pretty certain that's not factory. Yeah, see, these should be matching. But even with that, getting all 6 of those bolts out was super easy. Well, if you consider taking the bumper and fender liners and intercoolers and all that, super easy, but compared to the 997, way easier. All right, first one out. Second one out. All right, last one out on this side. This front one has been replaced. You see the difference? And you see the beautiful new ones from Rennline. Let's get those spark plugs out and see what they look like. All right, that one was not very tight. And it looks pretty old. All right, spark plugs matched up with their respective coil on the passenger side. Now let's bang out the other side. And there we have it, fully disassembled.
Start it up.
Much easier job than on the 997 turbo, that's for sure, but everything looked normal. I didn't see anything abnormal here. Let's move on to the installation. Now, just for fun, I might as well borescope the cylinders, right? They're right there. Let's have a look to see what they look like inside. Certainly, it's not gonna look like the E92 M3 with the blown up S65. Nothing could look that bad, ever. Bravo 6 going dark. All right, we're in. This piston's pretty high up. Ooh, cross hatching looks phenomenal. Piston looks great. Let's hit up this guy. Oh, this guy's way up at the top. Cross hatching there looks phenomenal. Same oily looking piston. This side. Ah, here we go. Now we get a little better look. Oh man, people are right, and they say these engines are just built right. Look at that. Look at the cross hatching on this thing. It just looks phenomenal. 151,000 miles, and look at it. Wow. Take a gander on this side and hope that everything looks exactly the same as the passenger side. Yep, we've got great cross hatching there. Great looking piston there. Cool. Now this one's gonna be a little trickier to get to. Oh, there we go. There's let me see if we can get in there. I can't see much of this one, but, and driver's side rear cylinder, exactly the same. Just excellent condition all around. These are, wow. These are some pretty gosh darn good engines. You get these plugs and gap them to 26 thousandths. And I don't have a spark plug gapper, but I'll make do with what I got. There's one. 5 more to go. 6 gap plugs, let's throw them in the car. Driver's side done, easy peasy. The passenger side is actually even easier. 6 spark plugs installed. Now onto the coils. I may have one problem with installing these coils, and that's the bolts that I was talking about, because whoever installed these coils use a shorter bolt. However, the factory coils use a longer bolt because they're fatter. And Rennline is the factory style thickness. So I need to find some more of these bolts, because I didn't realize that the previous owner or someone changed out a few of these coils at some point. So I ordered those bolts, but in the meantime, I can at least get all the coils installed and plugged in. All right, we're just 12 bolts away from nearing completion. Thank you, Amazon, for the bolts. I got the exact size I needed, and I also got an assortment, well, just in case. That looks perfect. It's not a Torx head, but that's okay. So let's get all 12 of these in there. These things are freaking filthy. Wow. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. If you guys didn't believe me that the previous owner smoked in this car, the intercooler has sucked up all the cigarette butts that he would throw out the driver's side window. That's gross. Absolutely gross. Stop it! I'm gonna run this frickin' screw into your leg. What's funny is in both intercoolers were these seals, but I know where they go. Not sure how they ended up in there, but I'm gonna put them back. Hold up, cut the music, cut the music. Still got the whole other side to do. I gotta say, working in the renovated garage has been a big morale boost. This thing it's just way nicer to work in here. The lighting, the flooring, the organization has made this all just a much better and happier place to work. But I gotta take this for a drive. However, there's just one problem. Yes, perfect timing. The big storm coming. And it's starting to rain already. All right, first start. Hopefully everything's fine. The engine kept dying, which it's never done like this before, so I had the worst fear. I thought maybe I left one of the coil packs unplugged, so I decided to pull it out of the garage, and you can hear it here. It's just simply not idling right. I think it's good. Let's go for a rip. I think I left one of the intercooler pipes undone. I just totally didn't plug this side in. Easy fix. With the intercooler piping now connected, I could now go for an actual test drive. I'm happy to report that since replacing that vacuum hose that had a massive leak, I haven't gotten any check engine lights, ABS, or PCM lights. Also happy to report that the car is running perfectly with the new coils. I saved over $2,000 doing this myself at home with basic tools, and you can too. And if you want to do it at home, I have all the parts linked below. With the intercooler piping connected, the car is running absolutely perfectly. The Rennline coils are spot on. Yeah, the car's running like a dream, which only means one thing. It's time to add more power. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe. We'll see you next time.